The number of people battling social media addiction today is in the millions and millions and millions. It's a real serious addiction. It's one that's destroying relationships, destroying self-esteem, self-confidence, creating outrageously low energy, irritability, anger, entitlement. It's unfreaking believable. And when I say social media, I'm also going to include in here video games. Unbelievable what we see in our practice. You know, we work via Skype and phone and in the office in Florida. There's no difference. Like, we work with individuals in London and Australia that have just as much of a social media and game playing addiction as those in the United States. So let's get set here for this. You're tuned in to David Essel's Daily Video Boost. This is a free video subscription service. And every day, Monday through Friday, you're going to get a different video on a different topic, helping you to make great decisions in life. Okay. And we hope this one's going to help you to change. Also, grab this subscription. It's free at talkdavid.com. Just go to talkdavid.com, sign up for David Essel's Daily Video Boost, and you'll get free videos Monday through Friday. Take notes. Do not trust this. Take notes. So the first time that I was introduced to social media addiction was about 15 years ago, when I got a call from a wife that said that her husband was never paying attention to her and her kids because he was on social media all the time or playing video games all the time. And I said, wow. And I talked to him, and he said it's not an issue. It's not a problem, that he can stop it at any moment. And 6 months later, he was still radically addicted to social media. And the same thing happens with video games. You know, we've worked with, and not just teenagers, but teenagers in their 20s and 30s addicted to video games that are highly entitled, highly combative, highly arrogant. And they really feel when their parents say to them or their roommates say to them, hey, you know, this is like overkill. You've got to take more time to be outside. You have to have a life. Yeah. And they'll get angry, which is a sign of addiction. It's just like telling an alcoholic to quit drinking. And a lot of alcoholics will go, F you. I don't have a problem. And that's what happens with social media addiction. Isn't that incredible? And video game playing addiction. And you know, there was a 48-year-old woman that I worked with about 3 months ago. She came in because her husband was going to divorce her because of her video game addiction. And she came and she goes, I don't have a video game addiction. And as I said, hold on just 1 second. You know, I've got to go grab some water. I walked into the other room. I came back and she was playing Candy Crush on her damn phone. And I said, what are you doing? Out of curiosity. She goes, oh, nothing. And right away, she saw how serious it was, right? She had 30 seconds to kill, and she couldn't kill it just by being by herself. She had to actively be engaged in a video game. Same with social media. So let's go over this. You know, when you're putting that amount of time in, and people are putting 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 hours a day. We let go of a young man the other day because of the fact that he just refused to follow. You know, he has a serious video addiction. And it's just like if I was working with an alcoholic that was pushing back and telling me I'm not going to quit drinking. Well, when we have a young person saying I'm not going to quit playing video games, even though it was destroying his life, we have to let those people go as clients. It's one thing if a client is actually doing the work to change an addiction to like social media or video games or any other addiction. But if they're arrogant and entitled and not even choosing to do the work, it's a waste of our time and money. So we need to really take this seriously. A couple of the individuals I've worked with who are professionals challenged by being on Facebook and Instagram 6, 8, 10 hours a day is that we've asked them, listen, here's the deal. If you want to heal, just like anything else, you have to get sober. So we're going to have you take the video game off of your phone. We're going to have you take Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram off of your phone. And you can go ahead and put it back on every Friday night at 7 until Sunday night at 7. But during the week, it's off. And you want to know something that's so freaking powerful is the people that do this, that actually follow the advice that we're giving to help break an addiction. They see at first an extreme withdrawal. You know, they see their irritability increase, their entitlement increase, their willingness to get into arguments and fights to keep their addiction going with social media or video games. And they notice it. And I have them write about it. What's the withdrawal like? Of course, everyone says, I'm not going to have withdrawal. I'm fine. I'm doing this. This is on my own. I can quit at any time. And then they go through this withdrawal, right? Same thing with people that go through nicotine, caffeine withdrawal, sugar withdrawal. This stuff is serious. It destroys self-confidence. It destroys self-esteem. It destroys relationships. It destroys goal setting and goal achievement. It increases procrastination. If you need help, email me directly at talkdavid.com. If you work with me for any addiction at all, just mention you watch this video and my team will take $200 off of any 8 or 10 week program with me. Okay. This stuff isn't to mess around with. We're missing out on life. We're creating hell on earth in our relationships, and we're destroying our own self-confidence and self-esteem. Let me help you. It's time to change these addictions. talkdavid.com.